Next up, I am proud to introduce Lydia. Lydia is new to collegiate this year, but has fit into this class seamlessly. Her athleticism, quirky humor, and kind heart brought so much to our school, and we're delighted to have her here. She's been an amazing part of our advisory, bringing so much light and joy into my tiny, tiny office. And I'm so excited for you guys to hear what she has to say. Welcome, Lydia.
I'm Lydia Rairick. The quote that I chose was said by Lionel Messi. He said, "Every obstacle is an opportunity." I chose this quote because I can relate to it. I've had lots of obstacles during my life, as have many of us. But many of them have given me rare opportunities that I probably would never have had if I did not face the obstacle. I want you to know that everybody struggles with something or someone, but do not give up, because that challenge can flourish into something far bigger. When I was 6 years old, I started playing soccer. The first club I joined was Kentucky Friar Juniors, also known as KFJ. My dad was my coach for 3 years, and he helped me a lot in soccer. He always encouraged me to try my best and put in as much effort as I could. With my dad, I would mainly work on technical skills and controlling the ball from out of the air. He would help me practice skills that I would usually not do in trainings. Doing that has helped me develop a lot. I remember one game specifically when I was around 8 years old. My soccer team played another club called Javanon. At that time, Javanon was our most competitive team we could play against, so that game was pretty important. Leading up to the game, all the other times we played Javanon, we lost by at least 2 goals. So my teammates and I were ready to win against this team. And we did. The final score was 6-3. From what I can remember, my team did really well, and I scored 2 of the goals, which was a big accomplishment for me at the time. My teammates and I were really happy we won that game, and that experience is one I will never forget. Going into 2020, when the pandemic hit, KFJ got replaced by another club called Racing Louisville FC, which is the women's side of Lacey. Sadly, when I switched soccer clubs, my dad could no longer coach me. It was challenging because I was so used to being comfortable with my coach and being able to openly talk or ask questions. It took me a while to adjust to my new coach. It was an obstacle that challenged me to be able to adapt to a new environment. But with those challenges, it can bloom into an opportunity. The past 6 years, I've really enjoyed playing soccer. It really helps me clear my mind and rewind after school. Playing soccer has also given me a chance to make a good amount of friends. To this day, although my dad does not personally coach me, my dad still guides me into growing as a soccer player. I have major interests in learning about anatomy, which is the study of the human body, and physiology, which is the study of life, specifically how cells, tissues, and organisms function. This year in science, Ms. Kahn has helped me considerably in my understanding of anatomy and physiology. I became interested in these studies because of what happened when I was around 2 or 3 years old. My 3 hearing bones became damaged in my left ear due to a severe inner ear infection. I had my first surgery in 2017 when I was around 7 years old. After that surgery, I've had 2 other surgeries, in 2020 and in 2022, to try and restore my hearing. My surgery in 2020 was definitely the most difficult to have and recover from. The surgery was 4 hours long, and the recovery time was 3 months. For at least a week after my surgery, the only thing I could do was lie down on the couch and rest. I could barely even stand without feeling dizzy. After the long and tedious 3 months of waiting, I was finally able to go back into doing sports. The surgery in 2022 was the one where me, my parents, and the surgeon were hopeful to have my hearing almost fully restored. That surgery was only around an hour or 2, and the recovery time was under a month. Sadly, when I had my checkup at the doctor's after the surgery, my left ear was still deaf. During that visit, my doctor also told me a lot of interesting facts about my ears, and also showed me pictures to show me how some tissues and bones work. From that, I've become interested in learning about our body and how it functions in our daily lives. My surgeries have made me realize that life can get really challenging, but you just have to push through. Right now, the main way they have impacted me is honestly just wearing a hearing aid. Without my hearing aid, I can't hear anything that is said to my left ear. During the first semester of science, I was strongly interested in the topics concerning cells and organisms. Growing up and learning more about anatomy and physiology has made me respect our body more and more. I mean, I can't be the only one who thinks that our body is so interesting. You could probably spend years learning about it and not even be 1/3 through everything you could possibly learn. The surgeries were rough, but from those experiences, I got to learn that I have strong that I have strong interest in anatomy and physiology. Another study I'm interested in is astronomy, which is the study of stars, galaxies, and planets. Last year, I did an online class, and for the quarter of the year, we studied astronomy. I found that in that small period of time in studying that topic, I learned so many fascinating facts about the universe. Right now in science class, we are learning about the weather, our atmosphere, and climate change. I've really enjoyed class so far, and I'm looking forward to studying the rest of the unit and going into chemistry. Thank you, Ms. Khan, again for making me realize what I'm interested in. I hope I will be able to study one of these topics when I'm older. It's always difficult to transfer into a new school because it's a completely new environment, new people, new teachers, and different teaching methods than you're used to. At HLS, Highlands Land Cottage School, I would only go to school once a week on Monday when I was in 2nd through 6th grade. Going into 7th grade, which was last year, I had school on Monday and on Friday. In between school days, all my homework in total took up to almost 6 or 7 hours every day. My usual weekday consisted of waking up at 7:24 a.m., practicing instruments, doing homework, and then leaving for soccer practice in the evening. So to say the least, the shift from HLS to collegiate was a big change. At the beginning when I transferred to collegiate, it was definitely a rough process to get to know everybody and how to balance soccer with schoolwork and with friendships. It took me a while to get used to waking up at 6:15 every morning and doing school-related stuff basically all day. After the first week of school, I started joining a friend group or two. After finding a friend group I was comfortable in, it helped me a lot with being encouraged to go to school and honestly just to be able to have fun during school. I know usually you wouldn't think of having fun and school in the same sentence. People mostly think of school and then think of the words stressful or boring, which can be true in some circumstances. But making multiple friends, or even just one friend, can really make your school experience that much better. Growing up and trusting the process is a big part of middle school. I've learned to always put in as much effort as I possibly can, and I've learned how to handle stressful situations better. I've enjoyed school so far at collegiate, and I'm really thankful to my teachers, advisor, and my friends because they have really helped me feel a part of the collegiate community. I started playing piano in 2019. I began with Suzuki Book 1 and 2 other basic learning books. When COVID-19 hit in 2020, it caused major challenges to continue with lessons and have recitals. At the beginning of COVID, we would still go to our lessons, but we would be farther apart and wear masks. Thankfully, me and my sisters were still able to practice with our teacher though. We had 3 online recitals in between 2020 and 2021 that displayed all the students' piano pieces. We would have our teacher record our song at his house, and then he would make a YouTube video that combined all the students' songs. During 2020, my older sister Miriam graduated high school, so then it was only me and my other older sister Hannah taking private lessons. 6 months ago, me and Hannah had a duet recital, and we played Someone You Loved by Louis Capaldi. That was a really memorable concert, and I enjoyed the process of doing a duet with my older and more experienced sister. Doing the duet has also made me see how much I have improved since I started playing piano. Another memory I have is from a recent Christmas party I had back in December. For a while, I have always been someone who didn't have many friends in piano. I've never had any kids my age to hang out with, and the older kids always hung out, and it felt strange talking with them, mainly because of how experienced they were compared to me. But during the Christmas party, I was able to hang out with people I usually look up to. We played pool together, and it was really fun, even if I was really bad at pool. It is weird to think that now I'm considered one of the older kids in piano, because now I'm one of the people the younger kids look up to. Right now, I'm almost finished with Book 3 of Suzuki. I've really enjoyed my piano journey so far, and hopefully I will continue to play and become more experienced. The challenges from switching soccer clubs and adapting to new coaches, my surgeries, the transition from new schools and adjusting to different schedules and meeting new people, and COVID-19 hitting during my piano journey were all big obstacles. But from those 4 obstacles, it gave me opportunities to adapt to changes, learn new studies I'm interested in, make new friends, and learning to be patient and wait for the long pandemic to be over. As Lena Messi said, every obstacle is an opportunity. I want to take this opportunity to thank my parents. I could not have been at the level of soccer I am without my dad. I couldn't have gotten interested in piano without my mom. And I definitely couldn't have made it through my surgeries without their care for me. Mom and Dad, you guys have been there for me in every moment of my life. You support me, challenge me, care for me, and love me. I could not have been shaped the way I am today without you guys, so thank you so much. I also want to thank Ms. Gahn for making me realize my passion for anatomy and physiology and astronomy. I also want to mention my older sister, Hannah. Though she can be very annoying sometimes, she has helped me a lot in transferring schools, in piano, and having someone to talk to. I can't imagine my life without you living in it. You really are a great older sister. Thank you so much.